Hi all. So I thought I'd start this little series of teaching myself to watercolor using this book. It's got a bunch of projects with it. So we're gonna do one project per video, and we'll see if I can learn how to do it. Those who have been watching will know that I've been doing the magic watercoloring ones, like the kiddie ones where you just add water and it does the color for you. Which I've been using to retrain my hands to get them stronger again. And I thought this would be a really good way to learn how to do watercolour properly, because though I've done acrylic painting and oil painting for a long time, watercolour is something that I've only dabbled in, so I would like to learn better. So I bought this book off Amazon. I know some people are going to get mad at that, but there's not exactly a lot around here to be able to buy from. And it's got a whole book section with instructions per page and everything you need to know. But it also comes with an actual watercolor pad with all the pictures pre-drawn on that you're going to do. So this is going to be easy. I don't have to worry about sketching it all out or anything. So I've got the first page here, which is a gradient road, and that's the one we're going to learn today. I think we're page 37. Yeah. So we're doing page 37, which is, they call it follow the gradient road. I'm not going to have that in view, I'm just going to have it up there. And basically for this one, she says we pick two colours. She's using phthalo blue and quinacridone magenta. I can't say that word. Quinacridone magenta. Quinacridone. This watercolor pad I'm using is just not watercolor pad, watercolor palette is a Faber-Castell. It has no names on anything, so I'm just gonna pick a blue and a pink because it shows no idea what the paint names are. I've already pre-sprayed it. The book says about preloading water on your brush and things. So I'm just going to read the steps and do what it says basically. Though I picked up a round brush and it looks like she's using a flat brush for this. So let me grab a flat brush here. Let's see, is that a bigger one? There we go. That looks about the right size. So I fill that one with water. Right, she says step 1, start with a concentrated mix of the first colour, recommending doing the lighter colour. So hers was the magenta. So I'll start with the pink. Though that is very neon pink, I'm not trying to be neon, so I'm going to see what colour this one comes out at. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look, that's pretty pink. So we're supposed to get a bunch of it on here, because we're going to be changing the colour a little bit by little bit as we go. I don't know if there's a trick to getting a load of paint on. I don't know whether we're supposed to just shove a bunch of water in first. As I said, I'm new to this, so I'm just learning to see what we can do. So she says get plenty on. I did pre-read the basic instructions earlier to make sure I knew roughly what I'm doing. But just, I want to make sure I've got plenty, because we've got to cover this whole thing, and about half of it's going to have this pink in, because we slowly add the next colour in, apparently. Right. Do you think that's enough? Hopefully it's enough. So I think we're supposed to also make up the blue as well. Because we add a little bit. Yeah, so we make up the blue after, but I might as well make the blue up now. But I'll use a different brush so I don't get it in. Told you I don't know what I'm doing with this, guys, so just bear with me. Should we try this blue? If anyone has tips and tricks for making this sort of thing up, please do tell me, because as I said, I am learning and I'm trying to make sure I get this right. I hope to do these talking videos once, these talking while I'm learning the watercolour videos once a month, and still have the magic watercolour pictures for the rest of the month, because it's going to take me a while to learn what I'm doing. So I think that's probably enough. What do you reckon? I asked you and you can't, none of you can respond until you've watched the video, because this isn't live, but I'm so used to doing lives nowadays that I'm kind of forgetting you can't respond. Right, so we start with the full one in here and we just do that. Do you think that's maybe a little too thing? Maybe I should, because that's not particularly vibrant in colour, is it? Maybe I need more colour. Let's try that. I reckon that looks a bit better. And then we're supposed to take just a tiny dab of the blue, and do the next one. And it's supposed to be a really gradual change. Possibly a little too much on my brush there. Let's absorb some of that back up. There we go. And then another tiny dab of the blue. So apparently we're not supposed to see a large change in colour. It's just going to be really gradual, so I'm hoping I'm doing this right. Could do a little bit more colour on that there. Still not quite sure how much water we're supposed to have on these things. But I'll get there, you know. I'm sure as I do more paintings, I'll start to understand how much water I should be having, how much paint I should be having, and all that jazz. Tiny bit more blue. I don't know if you can see, I'm hoping you can see the colour there is definitely changing with just the tiniest amount of colour. No, but let me know what you guys think of the planned idea of doing this as a series, me learning to watercolour. I'm also going to do one of learning to needle felt, because though I know the basics, I still have a lot to learn. So let me know what you guys think of these, me learning to do various crafts. It's like I've been learning bob and stitch lace, or bobbin lace, whatever you want to call it. And I thought I might do a series of me learning how to do them as well, if people are interested. So you just let me know what you think. So I'm just continuing adding a little bit more blue each time. These brushes I'm using are actually just a cheap set I got from Hobbycraft because I liked the look of the mermaid tail. So they're not good quality brushes, but I'm learning, so I figured it didn't matter. And they're actually quite nice to hold. The texture is quite nice. It makes it easier to feel like I'm gripping it and not sliding out of my hand. I don't know how you guys can see, but if you can see that my hands look a little green, don't worry, I was dyeing yarn yesterday, and though I did wear gloves, some of the dye got on my hands, and that is why my hands are green. There will be some videos coming out of me dyeing yarn as well. Yeah, you can really see the colour changing across, can't we? This is quite cool. Now, I think she said about going backwards and forwards rather than across. Let me just double check. Microwave down and teen amounts to second limits curve. Page left to right and then right to left and then left to right. Yeah, so she's saying go that way. So should we do that? Which means at this point we're going here. Oh, possibly too much there. Let's absorb some of that off. There you go. Another little bit of the blue. Oh, and then possibly not enough there. That's what I mean. I will get the hang of this. I'm sure it's just going to take practice of learning. See, with acrylic paint, I didn't have this sort of thing to have to worry about because the medium is quite thick. And I tend to paint textural nature painting, so it was easier to keep control of the paint. This, not so much. Okay, you guys won't have seen a break, but I had to take a little break because my middle son come home. But we're back at it. So, wasn't too long, so nothing's dried out yet. So we're just doing this. You could probably hear my middle son now shouting for his father. Your dad is in the garage. There we go. It's amazing how just a tiny drop of the blue changes this colour so dramatically so fast. As I said, I don't know what colours these are because there's no names. If anyone has this set, then they'll be able to look it up. I'll probably look it up later and see if I can work out if it came with a list of the colours that just didn't get kept with it because it had a lot of paperwork with them because I got all my watercolours at the same time for, I don't know if it was a birthday or Christmas or something, but I got a whole bunch of different ones. And so I think all the paperwork for them got mixed up, so it could be that they're in another one. Do I skip that one or do that one all the way down? Should we do it? It's the next one. It means that some of them will probably think, well, I think having the gradient higgledy-piggledy as well might be quite good. We're definitely into a very nice purple at this point anyway. Just going to recharge a tiny bit more water because I don't want it to run out. We're all the way down there and then we're all the way back up here. I want to make sure I get all of the drops, even if they separate off, so that I don't accidentally mix a more pinker colour back into it when I change. I'm just hoping they haven't added too much blue in too fast, because this has been a lot faster change than I expected. But hers does look like it had a pretty fast change as well, actually, so I'm not feeling too worried. I've not stayed in the lines very well, but again, that's something I'll learn with time, I expect, learning how far the water spreads. I didn't pre-wet my paper because I didn't think was supposed to for this. She didn't say anything about pre-wetting the paper. I think because we're not looking for it all to blend together, we're looking for separation and white spaces. So I'm assuming that means we weren't supposed to blend it together. I will have in the description the name of this book and the author, and a link to the UK Amazon where I bought it, providing it's still available, that is, obviously. I believe she's actually, the person who's wrote this book, I believe she actually has a large social media presence herself anyway, so if I can find her, and she's still about, so I don't know how old this book is, I will tag, and you can go and learn properly from her, because I'm assuming she's got a bunch of tutorials. I don't know, but if she's writing books, she's probably been teaching for a while. And hopefully she won't mind me using her book and showing all of what I'm learning on here. Because I'm not claiming this is me teaching or any lessons, this is me learning. It's gonna be all over the place, isn't it? But just gonna add a bit more colour, not colour, water in there again. Problem is I daren't add any more pink to it because then I'll adjust the colour incorrectly. So I can just only add a little bit of water to try to make sure I've got enough. I don't think I made enough pink up, but that's the thing I'm learning. I just did there, didn't I? Which means I'd be all the way down here. You know what? I think I'm going to skip that one because we're just getting too far down, and I'm just going to go straight to this one. I don't know if we're supposed to, but that is such a long way away. And again, at the end of the day, as long as we're enjoying it, it doesn't have to be exactly like hers. The whole point is to learn, isn't it? I think I'm going to add some more water to the blue as well, because that's getting a little thing. But what I'll do is I'll use the brush I use for the blue, and then that's not going to affect it too much, you know. Gotta be careful because I've actually got a pink drop there and I don't want to get that on it. Right. That's still not a lot. Let's add some more. It says I daren't add more pink because I don't want to mess up my colour gradient. So just have to hope that the extra water I'm loading up on my brush, I might just nick that drop because I'm about to put a drop of blue in anyway. I don't think that'll affect it too much. Yeah, maybe I used too much at the beginning because I did pack it on, but I wanted quite a lot of colour, you know. But we learn. This is the first time. I wonder if I made up a separate pink and if I did 1 drop of pink to 2 drops of blue, would that 1 drop would equal the same mixture and 1 would be the extra blue I should be adding in. Do you think that would work? I suppose we could try it, couldn't we? If I made up something, it's just we're getting a little watered down colour here, which I don't really want to do. Should we try that? Should I make up a pink? I do have a separate water here that I can use for the pink so that we keep the colours reasonably separate and don't muddy the brushes, you know. Right. Spraying all over the place. I don't know if there's a trick to being more careful. I just guess I should just not be so harsh. Right, there you go. That's got a little bit more pink. So if I do drop of the pink with a drop of the blue to keep them even a minute. Just to try to build up some more colour. Hopefully keeping the colour approximately the same. Just to get more up here. What do you guys think? Is this the way you would have done this? Do you think I just messed up and there would have been no fixing and this is going to be a mistake? Right, and that's the extra blue that we need to do our next gradient, which we did there last, didn't we? So I wonder if I'm just supposed to go backwards and forwards and not do the one below on the same line when I go backwards and forwards. I don't know. Too late now. That's the way I've done it. That's the way I'll stick to it. But I'm hoping by the end of this we'll see some nice improvement with my skills. I can't remember how many paintings there are. It does say in the book. Trying to read it upside down. I'm sure it said somewhere, but I can't see. But there's definitely a good chunk. Did I add the blue into that? I don't remember. Let's add a little bit in just to be safe. And if it's taken one drop too many, then it has, you know, it's not the end of the world. There's enough to keep me going to the end of the year for definite, possibly into next year. So we will see. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying to see how this colour is changing so dramatically from just one drop each time. It's quite good fun. I'm wishing this was a little more even, but that's just because I have issues and I like things to be even. I think I just did. I just do there or up there? Oh shoot! Well, if that was the wrong one, it don't matter now. I'm gonna do this one here. I don't know if I should be. They're gonna be the wrong way around if they are, but never mind. Again, not gonna matter. This is all learning. And the thing is, with the slight change each time, I don't think people will notice if that's the wrong way around too much with the way it's all blending, do you? And to be fair, once I've painted all these, I'll take photos for my records to see how well, if at all, I've improved over the next 20 odd things. I don't know. Was it like 22 or something? I can't remember. But yeah, I'll take photos for my own personal records, but otherwise it will actually just, they will end up in the bin. I know I did their last one. I'm going to skip that one because it's quite low down to try to get these ones caught up. I can't remember what picture's next, but I'm hoping she doesn't get too complicated too fast because obviously I'm still very much learning how to just do the basics. I don't think the little pink adding, trying to keep it even, change things too badly. They look like they're still going in roughly the right way, don't they? I think we're definitely still getting be closer to the blue by the time we get to the end, so that's good. Now, how close we get to the blue at the end, I don't know. Maybe I started with not doing enough. I thought I'd done too much, but now we're getting here. I'm a little worried that we won't actually get to the full blue by the end. I think I'm going to skip that and do here. So skip both of those. Just try to even out. Oops, that was too much. There we go. There we go. Because I want to. I may have messed up the blue there, putting a little too much on because I wasn't concentrating. But I want to try to have enough left to at least get close to the blue by the time we get to the end, which we're getting there, aren't we? Certainly doesn't seem much of the pink left at this point. It's a point that I'm not sure I'd want to add any more in, so we'll just keep adding the blue and hope it lasts. Just doing a little bit extra there because I'd watered my brush down so it got a little more watered. I think we're definitely getting closer to just the blue now, aren't we? Problem is I don't know how blue it will get when it's still got a touch of the pink in it all the time, but we will see. So this is the last one for this particular column. We are definitely getting low on both paints, so definitely need to make more up next time. But again, that's part of the learning. I know some of you probably prefer if I did this in silence, but the point is my thought process and how I'm trying to learn what I'm doing, and I'm trying to share that with you guys so that you understand, if you're wanting to learn, that you can do all these things without actually knowing what you're doing, and it's still good fun. That one definitely looked a bit bluer. I wonder if I took a bigger drop that time. This thing is not an exact science, we're just seeing what the brush absorbs and then popping it in. This is the last one in this row. It's definitely getting bluer, isn't it? So I feel like we're doing alright. I feel like we could do a touch more blue in here, so let's just add that. I think it was just getting a little too watered down. This is the last one on here. Not sure if there's enough blue in there. I think it's still a little too watered down. Put a bit more in. I don't think that changed the colour. Normally I can actually see the colour change. I didn't spot anything there. So I'm quite happy with how this has come out. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Any hints, tips, recommendations? Tell me what you thought. Would you do this? Would you buy this book and try it? I will say I bought this book off my own back, so I've not been asked to do this or anything. I wanted to learn, and this is a book that I found on Amazon. The fact that it was wrote by a content creator was purely coincidental, and I didn't actually know when I ordered it. It wasn't until I got the book, and they had an About Me section that said, there. So, just do a little more there. Yeah. I'm quite happy with how that came out. What do you guys think? I know my lines aren't straight. I've got to learn how to keep within the boxes and keep the nice neat edges. That will come with time though. And to be honest, it's kind of a road brick wall type thing. So having dodgy chipped edges, I think, adds to it, don't you? But I quite enjoyed that. So I'm definitely going to keep going. So the next one, according to the book, will be Hot and Cold Mountains. So we have this, we're going to be doing mountains with it. Aha, there we go. So that's what we're going to do next. But that will be for next month. As I said, I'm going to do one of these a month and then see how I go and how I improve to then maybe do more after, because it gives me time to practice in between as well. But I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you are thinking of trying something similar, maybe learn along with me. That would be really nice if there's some people learning along with me and seeing progress and sharing the progress. Don't forget to pop into my Discord if you want to, and then you can share progress pictures of yours, or share your watercolour paintings if you already do painting and you've got hints and tips. I'd love to hear for it in my Discord, which is all linked in the description and in my About Me page. So I will see you all soon, but you all take care. Bye.